Hi everybody, welcome to my floss tube. My name is Doreen and my business is Privies and Prims. Mostly cross stitch and punch needle, mostly actually cross stitch. And then I do some punch needle and wool applique, and sometimes on a rare occasion I might make a primitive doll or do something different. Oh, and I did some rug hooking recently. So there's a little bit of everything on fiber arts here, but it is mostly cross stitch. So if you are interested in mainly punch needle, if you go to my homepage, there is a playlist for punch needle and there's a playlist for punch needle tutorials. So there were 3 years of videos. I think it's 3 years before I even started doing the counting cross stitch. So there's lots of videos. You just have to go back and look for those. So welcome to everybody. I've had a lot of new subscribers and I welcome every one of you. And I think I just looked and that quick I forgot, but I think I am 8 subscribers away from 4,000. So I wanted to wait. I thought about waiting until I got to 4,000 because then I want to do a big giveaway video. But I wanted to get this video out today. So we will do that next time. After I pass the 4,000, we will definitely be doing some giveaways. So definitely, if you haven't checked that little box yet to subscribe, do that, and that'll help me out, and you won't miss any more videos if you ring that little bell and select all. So last week, there was a question that I posted as far as, for the giveaways, do you feel that it should be a public subscriber? Because I've always required that you be a public subscriber so that I can go back and verify that you are a subscriber, because the giveaways are in appreciation for the subscribers. Now, I will say, looking over all the answers, and thank you for all the comments. I had also asked everybody to please comment, and I got on this floss tube, this past one, 350 comments, which half of those are mine because I respond to every comment on there. So 350 comments compared to the floss tube before that was 160. So it doubled, it more than doubled. So thank you to everyone that commented. And I hope that if you were shy about commenting, that now you're over that and that you will continue to comment in the future, even if I forget to ask. So thank you to all those people. So back to my kind of survey question. The majority did say that they agree that it should be a public subscriber. Now, when you subscribe, by default, YouTube puts you as a private subscriber. And what that means, because some people didn't understand, is if I use a random comment picker for my giveaways. It's all online. I don't pick the names. So if they pick your name and then I go over to your page, if I can't see that you're subscribed to me, that means if I can't see anybody that you're subscribed to, that means that your subscriptions are private. So I can't verify that you are a subscriber. So I also had some comments from people that want to keep their things private for security purposes, and I totally understand that. They just don't want people to know what they're doing in their lives. I understand that. There are other people that don't understand how to change it from private to public. So here is what I have decided, and I have went back and forth from this. I have talked to at least one other floss tuber. And I know a lot of flosstubers say that they want you to be a subscriber. And the one that I contacted actually does say that in their video. But then they told me that they do not go over and check. They're not real strict about it. They just ask that you be a subscriber. So whether you are a subscriber, whether you watch my videos or comment or you don't, but as long as you're watching my video, you are still supporting my channel. Especially if you're leaving a comment, it does help me on the algorithm. So that's like an extra way you can help me, is leave a comment or, hit that thumbs up for the like button. If you're watching on a TV, you can always drop down, hit the thumbs up, and then go back. I know you can't comment from a TV, but you can still do that thumbs up. And it just helps me. That's why everybody tells you to hit that like button, because it helps our channels. So here's what I've decided. I'm going to put this on the honor system. Even though the majority said that it should be a public subscriber. When I do a giveaway, I will ask that you are a subscriber. I ask that you be a subscriber if you're entering for the giveaway. I'm not going to go over and check anymore. I'm just going to go on the honor system. That was extra time for me to go check. And I do appreciate, even if you don't want to be a public subscriber, I appreciate that you're watching and you're commenting. So I don't want to take up my whole video with that, but that is what I have decided to do. So we're going to leave it on the honor system. So with that being, I do not have a giveaway this week, but I had giveaways 2 from last week. So I'm going to get to those in a little bit and tell you. And then again, I will have a large giveaway once I hit that 4,000, which I think should be really soon. So let's get to cross stitch. I have one whip. I am a monogamous stitcher. This stitch that I am working on is going to take me a while. So I'm probably going to have to this is going to be a really fast video because I don't have content. I just have this one thing I'm working on. So I'm going to show you. This is Teresa Kogut, and it's called the Egg Collector. This is what I'm working on. And I showed this last week, and I said that, you know, I'm not really a pink girl. Pink is not my favorite color. So what I did is I went to my L&S, which is Cross Stitch and Crafts in Johnson City, Tennessee. And I wanted a blue for the dress, and I wanted it to be variegated, which is why I didn't just choose DMC. So this is what I chose. It's called Jaybird. It's 2110 of Weeks Dye Works, and that is the color I am using for her dress. There's the name of it. And this dress is taking a while. I'll show it to you. And I have a larger board, and it fell down behind my table, so I'm just going to use this little one. But this is what I have stitched so far. And yesterday I did mostly the dress. Yesterday I did the basket, the eggs. I did have to change the color of the eggs because they were supposed to be blue, and now the dress is blue, so I changed them to the 2 pinks. And let me see if you can see the variegation in the dress. So I know there's 2 ways to use what they call fancy floss. Oh, I did the arm, the basket, the eggs, and the dress yesterday. I still have all that dress to fill in here, so you can see. And then I have to do the top part, the bodice, and the sleeves, but that won't take near as long as the bottom part. So what I would say, the variegation. So you can see it's very subtle there, and also on the grass. And the grass is Weeks Dye Works kudzu. So it's also very, it's not a harsh variegation. So you can see the grass. So what I did is, I've heard people say that if you really want the variegation to show, to do each individual X when you're using the variegated floss. I did not do that. I went all the way across and then all the way back. And that's how I did the dress also. So mine is not as harsh of a variegation. I did not want lines. I didn't want you to see like a line of dark and a line of light. I wanted it to blend in more. So that's the way I did it. And I think those are the only 2 that are not DMC, is the grass and the dress. So I did stitch the urn before I did the dress. I just had the bottom of the dress done, which is, I think, kind of like a petticoat. And what's hard to see in that picture. But anyway, and then the grass, let me try to show you on the grass. So I was looking at the chart, and where it stops, this little bump here, the last one, the urn was supposed to start 3 squares over. So I did that, and I had the bottom part of the urn done. I had all this part done, and I went out, had this handle done, and I was coming down around this side, and I realized, or actually this side, and I realized that that handle was going to be right into the dress, and there's supposed to be 2 squares between them. I wasn't going to have that. It was wrong. So I had to unstitch all of this, as we call it, frog it, because it's rip it, rip it, rip it. So I had to take all of the urn out. This top part was not filled in, but the bottom part was. So I took all that out because it needs to be moved over 2 or 3 squares. So I decided to do the dress first, and then what I'm going to do, because somehow I must have miscounted in here for that to not line up. So what I'm going to do is start with this handle and then go down so that I make sure I get it in the right place. So that was a challenge because that was a night's work, and then it probably took at least 45 minutes to unstitch that because you have to undo all the little individual X's. But anyway, so that's what I am working on. There is on Colorado Cross Stitcher, she's doing a winter cross stitch camp. And I think it's hashtag Winter Cross Stitch Camp 2024. I will put it across the bottom here once I look it up and make sure I get it right. So I think the challenge, it's for February, and you're supposed to post a picture of your fabric and your pattern and your threads and everything before you start it. And I think it's supposed to be, I hope I got it right, that it's supposed to have an animal in the design. And this is what I chose. I have not started it yet, but it's got the sheep, so that's the animal. And this is the information. This is Teresa Miller from Teresa's Primitive Treasures. And this is from Cross Stitch Punch Needle Primitive Stitchers Magazine, Christmas 2021. The first time I saw this, I had went to the Prim Stitcher Society, had a retreat in Asheville, North Carolina, which is like 45 minutes to an hour from me. And I wasn't doing counted cross stitch at that time. That was, I think it was the spring. Well, no, because this is in the Christmas winter, so it must have been in the winter, whenever it was anyway. Teresa had this displayed, and I fell in love with this design. And I said, you know, I love that design so much that it would almost make me want to start doing counted cross stitch, but I didn't. So this was Christmas 21. I did not start doing counted cross stitch until November 22. So then I went through my old magazines and I found this, and I was like, now I can do this because now I do counted cross stitch. So this is the one because it's winter. It's got snowflakes and that's a little snow girl, and then the sheep. So I think I'm going to make mine as a little pillow. I'm not sure how I'm going to display it. Teresa's husband makes these boxes if you want it to do it and order that box from her. She is on Etsy. So here are my threads, and how good you can see those there. I did have to change the pink only because I didn't have the color that she called for. Let me spread these out a little bit. I didn't have the color that she called for, so I just picked one out of my stash. So they're all DMC. It is a DMC conversion. She has, let me see, Weeks Dye Works, General Arts, and then she has the conversion. So that is the conversion. So for the pink, I'm using 223 instead of 3802. Everything else will be the called for colors. I think is going to show up okay on here. I may have to change this one. It depends on how good it's going to show up. I guess it'll show up on that fabric. It looks good. Okay, so I'm going to tell you about this fabric. I often mention on my channel AsberysEchoesStitches. She is on Etsy and she is on Flosstube. So this is the fabric that she uses. And you can see it's like a linen. It is a linen. It's very bumpy in spots. It's got some thick threads in it. It's not even weave by any chance, by any means. So I ordered a yard of this. She gets it from Joann's, and this is what it's called. Nate Berkus, Berkus, upholstery fabric, 54-inch flaxen old country linen. See if you can read that. Hope it'll focus. That's what it's called, and I ordered it from Joann's. Now, it is pricey, but I got it. It was 15% off, and then I had another on an offer that they sent me an email for 25% off, even things that were on sale. So I ended up getting like 40% off. So I think it was like $28 for a yard. But again, it is 54 inches wide. So this is a lot of fabric. This is going to last a long time. And I'm hoping that I really like it, I might like it better than even the Osnaburg, but I'm going to try it. I love the color. Like, I don't even have to stain that. and it's just awesome just the way it is. But see all the thick threads in there? So if you don't like that, you wouldn't want this one. But I'm going to give it a try. That's what she uses all the time for her pattern. She is a designer. So that is what I'm going to stitch this on, just because I want to try it out. But first, I think I'm gonna finish this because I'm a monogamous stitcher and I want to finish this. But I might break that rule because this is for spring and this is for winter. I might put this down and do this and then go back to this. That's what I might do. I'm thinking about it. But my goal today, and I don't know, I am on Facebook, Privies and Prims. If you follow me on there, every night before I go to bed, I'm posting my progress on this. And I show a picture of what I've gotten done. My goal today is to finish this dress, but it is now 4 o'clock and I have not even started because I've been out. And I went out with my friend Lois. Those that were at my retreat know my friend Lois. And we went out shopping for things for the centerpieces for the retreat tables. So I do something for the centerpiece, and then one person from each table wins it and gets to take it home with them. So we went out looking for one thing, and then midstream, I changed my mind and said, nope, I'm going to make something. And then we went to lunch. And then when we were at lunch and we were going through Pinterest and looking on our phones, waiting for our food, we were looking at pictures, and I got like this brainstorm and completely changed what I was going to do. So I can't tell you what it is because I like them to be a surprise, but I think you guys are going to love them and hope that you are the winner if you're sitting at that table. So there will be one for each table. So anyway, the only hint I will give you is that it will be patriotic because the smalls theme for that retreat, this is middle of March, is patriotic. So if you haven't started on your smalls thing yet, like me, I haven't started. We need to get busy. We need to do that. So let me see. I have one more thing to show you. This Best Press I talked about a couple videos ago, and I ordered one from Joann's when I ordered the fabric, and I got the free delivery because I think it was free delivery. Yeah, the offer that it was $2.99 delivery. The offer they sent me in the email was 25% off and $2.99 delivery, which normally I think it was $6.99 or something. Anyway, I ordered another bottle of this because mine is down to here. Well, I paid for one bottle and it came delivery, and I was like, okay. They sent me one case. So I got 6 bottles of this. You know, that's going to last me a long time. So a couple people said, well, good, good for you. You got this. And one person said, God works in mysterious ways. Well, yeah, that was all good, but I felt like I was stealing if I kept it. So they only charged me for one. I did make sure they only charged me for one bottle, but I didn't want to keep it because I felt like it was stealing. So I emailed customer service, and it took them a couple days, but they did get back to me, and they said, keep it, donate it, or trash it. So wow, I got 6 bottles for the price of one. So one bottle is going to be a bingo prize at the retreat. So that's something to look forward to if you're going. Okay, so I had 2 giveaways last week. One was a $5 gift card from Amazon, and the winner of that, and I did not check to see if these are subscribers, the winner is Becky Davis 59. So Becky, get in touch with me. I don't think you have won before, and my email is priviesandprims@yahoo.com. Or you can message me on Instagram at Doreen Brannan, that's BRANNAN, .privies and prims, or I'm on Facebook on Privies and Prims. So, and I will email you the gift card. And then I had this pattern, spring pattern, and you had to use the keyword spring. And the winner of this is Karen Robinson, 921. So Karen, get in touch with me. I don't think either one of you have won before, so congratulations to you. It's it's good to see everybody leaving comments and entering to win. And I hope that you do continue to leave comments. And I think that is it for today. So let's see, we're only at 20 minutes. Gosh. Oh, I wanted to recommend a Flosstube channel that is new. And let me block this out because I had put a note on here. But so, well, I'll just say it and then I'm going to put it across the bottom because it's a different spelling. And I really liked her channel. It's Leslie Hurley, HURLEY Fat Cat Flossing, but it's PHATCAT, and then flossing is PHLOSSING. And again, I'll put it across here because it's a different spelling. But definitely check out her channel. She's got some primitives. It's not all primitive, but she just seems like a really warm personality, and like her room is surrounded in goodness. Like you just want to be there and see everything. So definitely check her out. And I think that is it. So I need a question, right? Because we need a conversation. So, and I did want to thank everyone for the comments about my health and my skin cancer. It is healing. I've got the spot on my back about, the size of a nickel, and it is healing okay. Tooth is doing fine, and everybody shared what their anxiety things were. And I do read all the comments and I respond to all the comments. And there were a couple people that shared intimate details, or personal details, I should say. And I thank you for trusting us. And if you haven't yet, go back and read the comments, and maybe someone can help, each other. I think there was one person that was looking for people to stitch with, and I don't remember where she was from. But go back and read the comments, and maybe you can answer and give some advice or some comfort to people, that are going through some hard times. So let me come up with a question. Okay, here's a cross stitch question, a real simple one. When you do cross stitch, do you do each individual X, or do you go all the way across and then all the way back when you're doing a large area? I do do the little individual X's sometimes if it's like a small, or if I'm just going up a line. Sometimes, usually going up, I will go up like that and then come back down. But sometimes if I want to go like I'm going around something, I will do the X's going up, and so I don't have to come around. I think you know what I'm talking about. Anyway, let us know in the comments, because we like conversation, we like comments, and let us know how you stitch. I do stitch in hand. I don't use a hoop. And that is how I like to do it. I just do my lines and go back whenever I can. So I'll see you all next week. Hopefully by then we will hit the 4,000 and we will have some giveaways. Bye, everybody.
Okay. Walk. 연아다. 연아다. Hey, Leonardo, come. Leonardo.
Need some motivation. Leonardo. Come here, buddy.
Oh no. Yeshu.